You guys haven't been able to hear me this whole time. I'm sorry about that. It's fixed now, though. What have I been saying? Hello. I'm kind of sick today, so sorry about that. Anyway, hello everyone. Hope you're doing well. I was just saying how I haven't been able to play for a few days, like since Sunday, so things are going to be kind of interesting today, but at the same time, like, I really want to play, so. I always feel weird. If I take a sick day from work, I feel weird about streaming, because I don't want people at work to, like, see that I'm streaming on a sick day, but, I mean, ultimately, like, what I do with my sick time is my business, right? It's not like I'm not sick. I am actually sick. So. Anyway, I took a few hours this morning to just kind of rest and do some other stuff that I needed to do. And now I'm going to do this for a couple hours. What's up, Poner? Thank you for the tier 1 Prime sub. Thank you for the Prime sub. I wish my chat client could distinguish between those so that I didn't misspeak. But as of right now, it looks like it just doesn't. That's okay. It's on the right side, invert. Anyway. I'm gonna do this for a couple hours, and then I think I'll do some casual gaming for a little while, and then dinner time after that, probably. And then tonight, if I'm physically feeling up to it, then I'm supposed to play Link to the Past for Redman for Patreon. If I can't do that tonight, I'll do it next time he's available, pretty much. Make up for it. Oh, man. Of course. Drops me a freaking energy. Oh, dude. Thanks. You see the song, right? On the right side? Alright, see you later, Invert. Have a good day. Gotcha. Okay. I'm gonna try this again. 55. Come on. Can you cooperate? Yeah, I'll explain that right now, Skittles. For me, this door specifically has never really been better for that, for whatever reason. Oh my gosh. But it would be if I was screwing this up like this all the time. So, when you open these doors, obviously you have to shoot the eye first. And when you shoot the eye, you have to wait for that to finish disappearing before you can open the door, right? If you just run in like this, you have to wait for Samus. She can't move through the door until the shell is completely open at the bottom. And Samus's initial run speed is slower than her initial roll speed as a ball. And so what a lot of people will do, if you're crouched like this and you hold L and R, you can shoot up like this. So you'll shoot up along a wall rather than shooting directly at a wall. So your shot will continue traveling. And as long as the shot hasn't hit the ceiling yet, when the eye disappears, the Ghidorah disappears, then the door will open. And at that point, you can just morph after shooting and then hold right, and Samus will roll in, which again, her initial roll speed is faster than her initial run speed. So it can save you a couple frames that way. For this door specifically, I don't like the roll in because I get better results with the wall jump check. But it is better than just running in. See, I'm saving like 4 or 5 frames there compared to roll in. But at Dragon, that's a different thing. So let me explain this. It is. It's just a very slight optimization. So at Dragon, the thing is, Okay, a standard boss door has a 57 frame transition. So if you look at the top right of the screen, you have the different door times. A standard door is 42 if it doesn't have to fix. Okay. If it does have to fix, then it's going to take longer and it'll show, you know, okay, that was an 80 frame door transition. Makes sense. A standard boss door transition is a little longer. Its standard is 57. But here you'll notice that this is 65. And that's why people on this door specifically will jump and aim down like that to fix this door. So there's the 57. So that's 8 frames of difference. But the thing is, if you fix the door and then you try to wall jump check, you're actually messing up the door again. So that was a 74. So that's why you don't generally see people wall jump check this door. But you can do the roll in. And that, if you fix the door and then do the roll in, could potentially save you some frames if you do it right. Wondering. Okay. Anyway. Again, I don't really like the Fantoon door roll-in. Yeah, okay, so that was pretty good. 343. All right, now let's do this. 350. So this is probably the most appropriate door to do that on. Also, if you're running a category with Spazer or Wave Beam, what I personally like to do is a backspin into the door. So I'll show that real fast. Okay, so say you have Wave Beam here, or Spazer. Either one will work. And you do the wall jump check, right? It's kind of hard to optimize this wall jump check. 332, 332, 333. $334. If we do the roll in, $333. $333. $331. So that's like a couple frames faster. But I like to do a backspin. So the way that that looks, it's like that. So you turn away from the door like this, and you aim up, and then you shoot, and then you turn right and immediately jump. And when Samus turns and then jumps, you cancel the turn into a spin jump. See that? And if you do that, I don't know why. I mean, theoretically, you could probably also do it just aiming up away from the door a little bit. But it's kind of harder. I guess it's harder to time the jump when you do that, the spin jump. Anyway, if you aim up and then you backspin into the door, I find that much easier to get a good wall jump check. So that's a 326. So that's 4 frames faster than the morph that I got. 325. Anyway, that's that. Hey Park, how's it going, man? Thank you. All right, what was I doing? We were at this. Yep. If I ever finish updating my tutorials, I'll talk about that in there. What's up, Tex? Oh, come on, dude. I forgot to make a practice scene. You just reminded me of that, Arian. You know, I could actually... I shouldn't spend my time on that. Do I sell USB controllers? Is that what you're asking? So, if that is your question, there is a different type of board that I can order to make a PC compatible controller that can also work on like Switch and stuff. But since it's a separate part, those controllers are more expensive than the ones that are primarily on my shop. I actually just sold one the other day. And I don't have a public listing for it yet because when I went to order parts for that, they only had one in stock, which reminds me, I got paid, and I'm pretty sure they restocked, so I should order more of those. And then I can make the listing public. Actually, let's... this way. The PCBs are these. And then if I build it for you, so it's the normal cost plus the cost of the PCB plus a little bit extra for the shipping costs associated with the PCB and the fact that the process for building them is different. So but they're really nice. I like them a lot. They're just, the thing that sucks is they're not compatible with original hardware. So it's one or the other. You either have a PC controller or you have a regular, like, old school console controller. What's up, Rhea? Yeah, Rhea's the one who bought the only one that I've sold so far. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's good. Man, I do not feel good. Yeah. Thanks. What's up, Metroid viewer? Right, Tex? I was explaining earlier how I always feel a little weird when I take a sick day and I end up streaming because I worry that, like, somebody from work is going to see that I'm streaming and they're going to think that I'm not actually sick. At the same time, I mean, if I take a sick day, then how I use that time is up to me. As long as I am actually sick, which I am. But okay. That's too low. Hey, Octo, how's it going? Would what be possible, Lackey? I'm confused. Are you asking if you can order one from me right now? Because if so, the answer is no, because I don't have the PCBs in hand. But I just ordered some more. So when that happens, I'll update the store. They'll go in stock, and then you could order one. But I mean, you could order your own PCB, build your own controller with the link that I sent you. It would definitely be cheaper too. I charge a lot for the controllers that I build. And the thing that sucks is, like, I feel like I'm charging too much, but like I've looked at the costs. And like I can't justify the time that it spends to build them for less than what I'm charging already. Yeah. It's just, I mean, I just look at things very, like, I just look at the math of things, right, Octo? And that's what's hard is, like, you can't, it's hard to quantify, like, the time that I've spent playing and the time that I've spent researching and tweaking controllers. Like, it's really hard to quantify that piece. If you just look at, like, the straight money, like, cost of parts, cost of shipping, like, they are expensive. You can make one for a lot less yourself. Yeah. Yep. But, like, I have a controller fixing cleaning tutorial on my YouTube. I'm planning on making another one at some point. Like, I'm not trying to gatekeep, you know? I want everybody to know. Yes, it will be on the site, Lackey. Whoa. Like, if somebody wants to do it themselves, I want them to know exactly how I do everything, so. Dude, what is that? Right, Sassy. It's kind of like how, like, I can solder, but I'm a novice, right? And so I'm not going to order like Voltar's 2-chip mod and install it on my own console because I don't have the experience to do it. I could, you know, I could DIY it to save some money, but I'd rather pay somebody who does it more professionally, even if it's literally a hobby for the person that is doing it. If it's a professional, quote unquote, professional hobby, you know what I mean? So that's kind of how I try to look at it. How did the dentist go, Sassy? I saw you scheduled for like a follow-up something. That's good you don't have any cavities. Oh, okay, I see. Gotcha. Yes, Slacky. Like I said, I just ordered more of the PCBs. Once I have them in hand, I will... You know what? Okay, here's what I'll do. Well, yeah, no. Once I have them in hand, I will put a listing on my store, and I will post about that in my Discord. So if you're not in my Discord, please join my Discord, and that way you can see exactly when they go live. Here, I'll copy that over to YouTube as well. I'm 99% sure there's a link to the Discord on my channel, but oh, you did, Octo? Nice. Heck yeah, dude. Congrats. What's up, Keki? Whoa, that was weird. Yep, I post like stream schedules for the week and merch store updates and other just general goings on in the Discord. GG on no cavities %. Heck yeah. Well, you're better about brushing your teeth after eating than I am, so I've gotten a lot better about brushing my teeth daily than I used to be, but I still, like, I don't really think about it after I eat, ever. Yeah, so the thing about consumer CRTs, Octo, they can have a really nice picture, like really clear picture. The aesthetic on the phosphors is different on a consumer set, but like I have a 27 or 32 or something consumer Trinitron, and I love that thing. I haven't turned it on in over 5 years at this point, but I loved the picture on it. And actually, like, aesthetically, I preferred the way that it looked to the PVM when I got my PVM. But I wasn't physically strong enough to just put it back, so I didn't. The other thing is the colors on the PVM are so much better. Like, they're so much more vibrant. It's crazy. It's so crazy. The first time I saw lava in this game on a PVM, I was like, I had to, like, seriously, like, turn it down because I couldn't see Samus. So, yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Somebody else say something. You can bomb up to the left, but it's not faster. It's also, like, I'm not necessarily 100% choosing to bomb up to the right. Sometimes it'll bomb me left. You just kind of go where it sends you. Part of me wants to get that Trinitron set up again after all these years and just see how it looks. But another big reason that I haven't ever considered going back to it is that every once in a while, it's not very often, but every once in a while I want to play PAL stuff. And those CRTs don't support PAL signals. So Lackey, you shouldn't be doing runs in the practice ROM. You can turn off the item fanfare skip in the practice ROM, but you shouldn't be doing runs in the practice ROM. They're not allowed in the practice ROM anyway. Yeah, we have really hard water here. Oops. Yeah, Skittles, definitely. How do water softeners even work? Like, where do you hook it up? You just time with an external program, Lackey. Oh, like it goes in line with the water heater? That would make sense. Well, but what if you want cold water? Cold water doesn't go through the water heater, does it? No, I'm confused again. Whoa. What's up, Metric? Yes, you can get around it with just wall jumps, but it's super precise. You want to see? I'll do it again. Where is it? So... First of all, you'd have to kill all these guys, which... Trying to remember. You can do this. I mean, you don't have to kill all of them, but it makes it a lot easier. And then... So you have to do a far from the wall jump. It's pixel perfect, I think, and frame perfect. Like that. On the right side, this crack in the wall is kind of where you want to jump. That probably would have worked right there. So yeah. Yo, thanks for the super chat. Why is it not showing up in my thingy? That is so weird. YouTube, super chat. It's toggled on. But it's not there for some reason. That is very weird. Oh well. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying to think how old she would have been. You know what? Okay. That clip has my current layout format, right? Like with this, with the game in the middle and the cam on the left and stuff. Am I misremembering that? Because if so, that means it was mid 2020 at the very earliest. So she would have been 3. Yeah. The No I'm Talking to Mom was 2021, so... Yeah, I mean, generally the same. It was January 1st, 2021, because that happened right before my first Hundo world record. It was like the reset there, I reset into the run that was a world record. So it's actually, that is at the beginning of my record, just because I thought it was so funny. I'm looking for it in my in the folder that I have those clips. I don't see it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so it's actually, the date is on it. It's April 9th, 2021. So yeah, she would have been like the 3 going on 4. See you later, Arian. Well, I'm glad you did, Matrick. We like having you around. Right. worries. Ah! Okay. Oh. Sorry, guys. Been a while since I had to constantly mute for coughing. Kind of out of the routine for that. No. For Fantoon, I wouldn't say there's no chance, but I'm not planning on it right now. If there were a category that I would be more likely to consider doing it in, it would be this one. For 2 reasons. Reason number 1, you're not really going to one round without it. Reason number 2, I care way less about this category. So I'm willing to lose runs in this category over something stupid like that more than I am in something like any %, for example. Eric, thank you for the super chat. Thank you very much. I need to check something. The super chat that I got earlier was for $1.3, but it didn't mess up the tracker. But I'm pretty sure that this one did just add to the tracker. They're supposed to. Super chats are supposed to. So I'm wondering if the other super chat added the wrong amount of money because it was a different currency. It did. It added $5 US, but it's only worth 1.3 US. So I need to fix that. Okay, so we're going to -4 to the total. What's up, Crom? Anime rave next month. Am I going as Tosin? Or, dude, I don't know. You decide. How you doing, Crumb? Oops. Oh, okay. Crom, did you watch more Severance yet? You watched more and you didn't immediately call Sassy? I'm sorry that it makes you feel a little awkward. It's relatable. I'm trying to remember what episode 5 cliffhanger was. Yeah, I've been really enjoying it. It's interesting. Seems like people are kind of divided on season 2 and whether it's better than season 1 or really good but flawed. Episode 4 cliff was redhead girl was going through it. Okay, I think I know where you are. Helly R. Yeah, I mean, people have been complaining about the pacing. And I can see that, especially, you know, the last few episodes have been, like, important world-building stuff, but important world-building stuff isn't always entertaining, so, you know. I like it, though. Finale's tomorrow. Oh, for sure. I definitely agree with that. It's interesting. It feels like TV is, like, overall less good than it used to be, but the good shows are really good. Like, better than they used to be, so. I don't know, it's just kind of weird. Oh. That could have been really good. I'm okay with them doing another season of Ted Lasso just because it was so... That show was so uplifting for me. I mean, yeah, sometimes shows get worse when they're drawn out, but the thing is, like, it's a little different since Ted Lasso, like, it has been done, right? And now they're bringing it back. Like, they're not drawing it out, you know what I mean? I'm curious about the direction of the show, though. Wondering where it will go. Yeah, I mean, that's a hard thing, Matrick, because there's some stuff that I feel like needed to change, and I'm glad that it did. And then there's other stuff that I am kind of sad that people won't touch it anymore. Because it could be funny in the right sensitivity context, right? But that's the thing, is a lot of people mess that part up. So... yeah. Like, I don't feel like comedy is dead. It's just different than it used to be. Every once in a while, I'll be watching a show from, like, the 2000s, you know, like 2000 to 2010 or so. Or even, like, 2010 to 2015 or so. And I'll just be watching it, I'll be like, bro. Like, societal norms were kind of cringe. It's hard. It's hard to figure out where the line is, and anyway. What's up, Sebda? Speaking of shows, like TV shows, old or new or whatever. Crom, I don't know if you're still here, but my old friend Remo, I don't know if you remember him. We started talking again recently, and I recommended him Steins Gate. And I was like, just so you know, like, it starts off slow. You're probably gonna be bored for a while, but I promise it's good. Anyway, he texted me last night. He's like, I was about to quit, and it finally got good. I was like, sweet. So that show's so crazy. Like, it's hard because I wish that it didn't take so long to get good. I mean, it's like 3 hours worth of content, right? So it's not the worst, but it does. It takes a while to get good. And, like, I wish that I could criticize that, but the thing is, if you go back and you watch those earlier episodes with the context of the later episodes, they're completely different, and they're on a whole different level of, like, amazingness. So it's like, they're both really good and kind of boring at the same time. Anyway. It's been a long time since I watched it, too. I'm sure I've forgotten some details. What's up, Dust? Yeah, definitely. It deserves that label. That's the thing. Crom, remember when you were looking at different people's ratings of different anime on, like, my anime list or whatever it was? Somebody gave Dragonaut a 10. You lost your freaking mind, dude. Oh my gosh. Hey, Dust. I'm kind of sick, but I'm okay other than that. Yeah, and anytime that I think of Dragonaut, I think of that, and I also think of that about when I reminded you that it exists. When you guys were getting sushi that one time, and you were talking about the worst anime ever, and you're talking about X. And I was like, what about that other show? You're like, what show? I'm like, I don't remember what it's called. You hated it, though. Like, the look, the look of realization that came across your face. Oh, dude. You forgot it once, now you'll never forget it again. Sassy, I don't know if you were here. I already asked Karam if he kept watching Severance, and they just finished episode 4. So they did watch a little more. Ugh. How did that happen? We are due for lunch again. I think Crom and I are overdue for lunch for like 8 months or something at this point. That's life. Why is this so hard for me to figure out? Do that. I forgot about the honking. All right. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. Dude, I am struggling. Okay.